there is a special place in hell for the people who take advantage of this health crisis. Whether you're price gouging or you view this as an excuse to pursue racist or behavior or bullying behavior, there literally is no time for that in a normal time, and there sure as heck is no time for it in the midst of a war that we're under.
In the state with what is now the second highest number of positive cases in our country. Earlier today, New Jersey reported its largest single-day death toll recorded so far. And with us to talk about it and more, the Democratic governor of the state of New Jersey, Phil Murphy. Governor, thank you for being with us. Let's start here. The U.S. case rate is doubling roughly every 60 hours. How can you, as governor of what is the nation's most densely populated state, my home state, avoid that same fate? And most urgently, what is it you still need?
Good to be with you, Brian. We started meeting on this in January. I formed a whole of government task force on February 2nd. So we've been trying to stay out in front of this thing for now going on months, and it's hard. So we've got among the most aggressive social distancing policies in place. We basically want you to stay at home. Only if you're essential do we want you out. So we're trying to break the back of the curve on the one hand, and we're going to see over the next week or two whether or not we're succeeding. And on the other hand, we're adding capacity to the healthcare system, more beds, more equipment, more healthcare workers. We need the federal government in a big way on the beds and the equipment. To their credit, we got another slug of personal protective equipment yesterday, still a fraction of what we need. The Army Corps and FEMA are helping us set up 4 field hospitals. It's an all-in moment, both in what we're doing, our hospital systems, the federal government, and we're doing everything we can to stay out in front of this thing.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.